Good morning and God bless you too, family, friends. This is Red with Rev It Up Mustang Fanatic. Today we're going to have a video short on, I got my neighbor's Optima 2011 EX 2.4 liter and front brakes, rear brakes on this about a month ago, and I told him he's going to need rear brakes, so he brought it back to get the rear brakes. So it's going to be a video short on how to do rear brakes on a 2011 Kia Optima EX. So let's go through the preliminaries. Make sure you got your wheel chocks on your tires, you got 2 jack stands, and you leave the jack under there with just a little bit of pressure to hold up so nothing fails. Put the tire under the car if you feel like it. Okay, first thing we got to do, you got a 14mm wrench. You want to loosen up the caliper brackets. And another thing you can do before you do that, take a screwdriver and wedge it somehow in here to get the caliper to come back. Let's see if this model can do that. Some can, some you can't. And I believe this one might be the one you can't. Okay, so we'll get the piston to go in with the piston retractor tool. So let me get this off and we'll go to the next step. So just take a pair of pliers and pull them out, and remember where the wear rings are. If they have wear rings here, 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 or one on top, that's it. But then you just go on ahead and get the old brake pads out and take a good look at them. There's no wear ring on this one. This one's a little jammed, we be right. So we just put this on the top of it and banged on it with my wrist, and then just work it out the rest of the way. Boy, this one is jammed in there too. Needs some grease, that's what it needs. So this was the side that had the wear ring on it that goes on the inside, and you can see the brake pads are they're right at the wear line. So we're just saving him money and saving him extra for not having to buy any rotors, because he's got these slotted drilled rotors, and these things were very expensive and you don't want to mess those up. Next step, we'll get the brakes out and compare and make sure they're the same. What I do to get a frozen slack adjuster loose, get some grip pliers and just twist, and you keep twisting and you see it's coming. Or you can take a hammer, bang it in, and twist it out until it gets loosened, and you see she's loosening. Push in, push out, and there we go. That's how you get a frozen slack adjuster loose. Now, I pull it out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean this off. I'm going to get my wire wheel, and get the rust off of this. See how lube does? Nice and easy. Now that slack adjuster works exactly how it's supposed to. Now we're going to do this one here, and all we got to see, that's clean. All we got to do is just wipe that off with a rag and then slide that back in. Next step is to push the piston back in, and I usually put 1 screw back in to hold it, and we twist the caliper tool, and you can see the calipers going in nice and simple, and that's very good. I like that. That means you got a good one. I don't have to worry about brake fluid, because these are long lines that go all the way to the front, so there's no fluid that's going to come out of the reservoir on this, so I'm not worried about that. All right, so the next step, we get our wire brush and we brush out all the dirt. Dirt is the enemy to brakes. You get more squeaking and squealing because of dust that's in your brake system. So you always want to do a thorough job of getting rid of rust and dust and dirt So the brakes will have a new home. And we'll come back with the next. The next step is placing brake lube around the metal part of the piston and where the brakes would slide there, and on your new hardware, anywhere there where the brakes would slide, you want to put brake lube on there. And then we just take and put our inner brake pad on, put the outer brake pad on, seal everything up, and we'll be done. So that's the next step done. I'm gonna try to record it with one hand, and then you just slide it into the ears. And we have it done. Then you take your brake caliper and you slide it back over, push the pin in. Then we get our bolts. My next step is what I like to do is I take, and that's the appropriate amount right there. Take it, slide it in. Then we take the other one back out, which you was using to hold the brake in. And now I'm going to put some on this one. Then we take our 14mm wrench. And we want to tighten our caliper bolts. I like to do them simultaneously. Then I put my gloves on and give it a couple of bangs, and then you put your tires back on, torque them to 105 foot-pounds, and before you move the vehicle or the customer moves the vehicle, I believe you should do it yourself. Pump the brakes to make sure the brake fluid goes back into this brake caliper, so when the customer pulls off, they won't complain that they don't have any brakes, and they could potentially have an accident leaving out of your driveway or leaving out of your parking lot, and you'll be liable for that. So remember to always pump the brakes and get the brake pressure back up after doing a brake job. Thanks for watching this little video short of a 2011 Kia Optima 2.4 liter 4-cylinder rear brake job. This is a video short. God bless. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. Hit the like button and subscribe. Help us get our subscription rate up. We'd like to thank you for watching. God bless and have a wonderful day. I just want to show you the trick that I wanted to show you before. You can use your screwdriver to push the piston in, and you see it's retracting and going in. And so we may not need our piston tool to do that, but that slack adjuster on the other side was the reason that this caliper wasn't able to do that. So God bless, and remember, when you tighten your tires back down, you go in a crisscross pattern like that. And make sure you do it twice, and then recheck the torque at 105 foot-pounds.